Hi, everybody. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. It's only been like a month and a half. I'm already fucking things up. Don't mind me.
God, it's been that long.
It has been a while. I think almost 2 months now.
Somewhere along those lines.
But hello, everybody. Welcome in. It has been some time since we got to meet up and play. So I hope everyone's excited to play.
Hell yeah. Hello, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's session.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and jump into things then. Also, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Bullyween.
Happy Bullyween.
Merry Christmas.
Crap.
I'm
Happy
feeding you raccoon to
Thanksgiving,
an
everybody.
alligator.
Where's Jack Skellington?
Dead in the ditch.
Probably fucking a corpse.
None of those statements are incorrect.
Isn't that accurate? Yeah.
Like, nothing anybody said has been wrong.
Hi, Miko. Welcome in.
Boot, doot, 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 boot, doot, doot, boot.
So anyway, if we're ready to begin.
Hell yeah.
Last we left off, our party of bumbling chucklefucks had successfully returned with a Gorillodon that a wizard had asked them to dispatch of and collect the body of for his own research. Upon returning to this wizard's tower, they had found a number of guards were there, and that the wizard had been murdered. After spending some time investigating, it was determined that the wizard, while he had defended himself, was attacked by multiple parties and was killed via a wound to the back. After deciding that it was that the party didn't really have much purpose in investigating an active crime scene that's already being investigated, they decided to go on about their business, where they were interrupted by Jamal Westrel, one of the participants in the archery competition that Tallow had won not days before. Jamal had revealed some information that he had witnessed a number of individuals exiting the tower and retreating into the long-abandoned castle. Paulette, during this exchange, recognized Jamal as a Delcacan soldier, not unlike herself. After dealing with the body of the Gorillodon and taking a moment to collect yourselves, we now return to our party.
Alright, so we're skipping past selling the Gorillodon body to the shopkeep.
We had taken care of that after you had hopped off for the evening already. You have 15 more gold pieces for the Gorillodon body.
I'll make sure that I don't have my notes right now, so I'll just make sure to add 15 to whatever I can whenever I have connection again.
If I recall, you were also asked by, I believe it was Nald Gresh, to hunt down an artifact from a shipwreck. I believe he'd called it the Glaive of the Fallen.
Yes, the Glaive of the Fallen weapon from a general of the Northern Territories.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, with all that information on hand, what would you guys like to do?
To start, I would like to have Derek write down a letter if he has any. Pretty sure he should reasonably have some parchment and something to write with. If not, like they're in a city, they can probably get that really easily.
Yeah, it's generally considered readily available material.
So I'll have Derek write a letter to the captain of the local militia, informing her of the information they've gathered and requesting assistance in investigating the castle tonight, preferably under the cover of darkness to give them some manner of surprise.
Okay. And this is a
And I'll
letter
just
you're
have-
sending out specifically to the captain of the local militia.
Yep, and I'll have it attached to like Penny as a carrier pigeon, and like she'll carry it over to her.
Okay.
With any luck, the captain will be able to assist us when we deal with that group tonight, if they're there. In the meantime, I believe it is in all our best interest to relax a little. We've had a very eventful day so far, and it would not do to keep ourselves busy or keep ourselves stressed until tonight. I don't suppose any of you have any ideas of what you'd like to do. I can think of a few suggestions, but those are more tailored to my taste than any of yours.
Hmm. You did say something about retrieving something from a ship.
From a shipwreck, yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty keen on
Unfortunately,
doing that. It seems like easy work for me.
Why, thank you, Kay, but unfortunately that location was near where we had fought the Grolodon, or closer to there than it is to the Sharkpuru. So it would be at least a few days out.
Let's see.
Uh, Lady Paulette, we haven't really done much of your interests. I know I've assisted Miss Brightwood in gathering some cultural items to send back home, and obviously, Kay, you are very interested in our local cuisine, but I don't remember if you've expressed any interest anywhere, Paulette.
I'm just here to fight.
Hmm. There's not really any sanctioned arenas in this city that I know of.
Who said anything
Those
about
aren't the
sanctions?
kind of fights I'm looking for.
Right. Hmm.
Hanging with you all has been an interesting experience. I'll tag along for the time being.
What time of the day is this, by chance?
Considering you guys had returned to town relatively early because you were gone for a few days,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's probably no later than midday because this is after the police investigation, after you had spoken with Jamal, and after dealing with the Grolodon body. So yeah, I would say probably 2-3 in the afternoon.
I do have some cash.
Sir Kay, I seem to remember you have taken an interest in the trumpet we had found in that crypt a few days ago. I don't suppose you're interested in other forms of music?
No, it's honestly just a trinket, if you will, that is taken during battle. Mostly I just like collecting things. In a
Ah,
victory, you always take an item to show you're victor. It's very it's um but yeah, I was more of the line of, is there any actually are there any good eateries in this area? Maybe I can go and take us to dinner. Get to
hmm.
know my comrades a little more.
Are you
If
asking
Would
not,
me or are you
I'll cook
asking
the
Derek?
dinner myself. Yeah.
I was
uh, yeah, I was gonna ask you if Derek would know of any suitable place.
Grumbling Society.
Nice. Kiddo, can you roll me that d20?
Yeah, I got you. You're the
The
His is
purple one,
purple.
purple die, yeah.
dark
Purper.
purple.
Purperder. Oh, hang on. Which camera is
That's a
that?
crit.
Hey, not 20.
There we go. I forgot I have dynamic cameras for this. Okay.
That's a crit plus whatever.
You said society? Yeah, that's 26 on a crit.
26, but it's a nat 20, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, yeah.
You do have a vague understanding that Kay is from a higher social standing than most people you interact with, because I'm sorry, not Shakapudu.
Pentacock.
Ahia does
No,
not
yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
noble caste. There isn't nearly
Yeah.
as much precedent for fine cuisine. But the best place that you can think of is a local tavern, although tavern is kind of downplaying the establishment. I'll say eatery. A local eatery by the name of the Balding Rock.
Balding Rock. I suppose there is one place that comes to mind, Kay, but if it's up to your standards, I couldn't say for sure. I can lead us there without any trouble.
Is it a place suitable, I would say? Miss Tallow, would you be willing to accompany us on this adventure? I would assume.
I suppose, though I really should get back to homelands eventually. But for the time being, yeah, I'm down.
Wonderful. I do hope you'll enjoy the local cuisines. The cooks at the Balding Rock are quite talented. Follow me. And he'll lead them to wherever the Balding Rock is.
Okay. So the Balding Rock is actually in the, I don't want to say smack in the middle. This is much more of a hole in the wall kind of place. But it is in the market district. Excuse me, I need to take a drink of water here real quick. Okay. Yeah, it's a decently small establishment. It is not currently very busy. However, as you enter, you do hear some sort of argument going to the back. Give me perception checks if y'all are curious.
Oh yes.
Yeah, may as well.
That is an 8.
With your perception?
That is my second nat 20.
For some reason, it's showing my perception's only a 0.
No, your
so,
perception's
yeah.
a 4.
Why is it
the
showing it's a
page-
0?
Oh, and you need
your
to
sheet made
click
me
on it and then
reset.
release.
Mine's
Weird.
doing the same thing.
There we go. Okay, yeah. So 12.
Yeah, flip pages on your if it's doing that, flip the page on your character sheet and then flip it back.
I rolled a 26.
26 for Tallow. I almost said something else.
I also got a 26, but mine's a crit.
Okay. So that is crits for both Tallow and Kay. What did Derek roll?
I haven't rolled his yet, my bad.
I'm shoving it in the
No.
roller now.
Oh, wait, did I say
Yeah,
26? I meant 23. Or 24. 24. 17 plus 7 is 24, yeah.
24. Okay, still a success, but
that's-
not a critical success.
That's a total of 11 for me if that's a 7.
Okay, so that's a failure.
Dang.
That's also a failure for Paulette.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah. Tallow, you'll get bits and pieces of this, but Kay, with your affinity for kitchens, you find yourself curious and stand in what's probably the best spot to get the most information.
Mhm.
You can hear two individuals, one male, one female. Although the female has a distinctly stouter voice than the male.
Hmm.
They're arguing back and forth. The male figure is trying to tell the female figure that they're being very foolish, that that something, you can't quite catch what, is not worth the risk. That it's a myth. There's no point in going after this thing.
Mhm.
And you hear the female figure respond, mostly with vulgarity. And the gist that they're going to make an attempt at this anyway. Kay, with your role, there is a name that you do pick up on. Give me a second here while I try and pull it up. Was it this? It was this. Okay. Please don't actually... Don't do that. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. Something called a Spaghettiraptor?
Excuse me? Say that again?
You're not sure. That's about as close as you can figure.
A
Uh,
Scatterruptor?
Yeah, that sounds right.
like, yeah.
What? Wait, Spaghettiruptor. Okay.
Somebody touching my spaghetti? What?
Yeah, I guess.
I heard raptor.
As you hear the argument wrap up, you see an elven man come out from the back. Oh, my apologies. Are you here to join us for supper?
This is a load of barnacles.
I'm gonna nudge Derek forward,
Uh,
like one hand.
Yes, my good sir. I believe we are. My friends are just visiting the city, and they wanted to have some of the wanted to dine locally.
Oh, you came to the best possible place then. Please, take a seat wherever you see fit. I'll be right
As a-
with you.
So is this, Agma, is this like a deli where we sit up front of the counter, or is it like an actual table?
And no, there would be actual tables. It's more like a
Ah,
bistro.
gotcha. Ah, okay, gotcha.
I'm just gonna prop my hammer against the door, like next to the door. You know, I'm not bringing my weapon in, but it's still in the building. I'm just gonna leave it next to the door and go sit down.
Okay.
With a thud.
Um,
I assume everybody's sitting down?
Yes.
Okay.
yep.
All right. It doesn't take very long for this elven gentleman to return. He does have some effectively menus for you. And he's already like set down. To call them glasses isn't quite the right way to put it. They're clearly like tumblers, but they are made of finer material than the pewter or just standard wood you would expect to get at a tavern.
Is this a different person?
No, same individual.
Okay.
You.
So, I'll leave you with that for a moment. Is there anything you are craving this particular evening? And taking a quick glance at what they offer, they seem to offer like 3 distinct sets of courses. Like they have appetizers, but they also sell sandwiches and entrees. And the entrees are split up between like your traditional household fare, like multiple ingredients that are just thrown into a mash or thrown into a stew. They do have like a more traditional dining setup where you have 3 individual dishes. Thank you, Babu, for the hydrate. And they seem to have pastas, which is interesting.
I'll just look at him and say I'll refer to the chef, whatever the chef believes he or she believes is the best.
Chef specialty it is.
I'll have a serving of the dailies too, if that's all right.
Of course.
What's the most expensive item on the menu?
The most expensive item on the menu would consist of all venison.
I'll just take the
Here.
pasta.
Very well.
Give me as much of that venison as you can carry.
Oh, she already plastered.
It's a warrior
As you wish.
spirit for you.
I will let the chef know. He takes off. You hear him call the order.
So,
And Kay specifically,
mhm.
I want you to give me either a cooking crafting check or a perception check.
My perception is better. I'll go with perception.
Okay?
That is a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
You're hearing surprisingly little noise out of that kitchen, considering the heated debate you heard when you came in. You know how well that
not good.
kitchen can hold in noise. No, actually, quite the contrary. It's quite good. It's quite good. A quiet kitchen, especially for a large order, means that the person is either incredibly organized and incredibly disciplined in how they do their preparation, or have not started it yet. For whatever reason.
Well, party. While our food is being prepared, how about you? I feel like I don't know much about any of you. How about we share a bit? Is
I
there
don't mind
any
that at all.
particular reasons that many of you came to this country?
Well, I'm an Ahya boy born and raised. I'm here to assist Lady Tallow on her diplomatic mission, and by coincidence, we just happened to run into you, and I feel that we are better for it.
Any particular on this diplomatic mission?
Diplomatic mission for my parents to have me come to this land to try to win this archery competition, which I did, so they could just use it to showboat more. Very diplomatic, yes, very, very.
I understand that's not as ideal as any of us would like, but it does set a good example. The daughter of prominent nobles of a foreign country trusting my people with her safety.
I suppose that's fair. I wasn't considering the other side of the arrangements.
There's no need to apologize. It's honestly a bit shocking to me that only after 30 years have my people even extended that much of an offer.
And Paulette, what brings you?
You don't need to know.
Okay. Well, as for me, I'm here to travel and see the country and learn new cuisines and different methods of cooking. But that's pretty much it.
I'm afraid that for now, Kay, this sort of establishment is the best you would find in my country in terms of fine dining.
It's not the fine dining that I'm looking for. It's all cooking methods.
I'm glad to hear that.
Even the strangely obtuse ones.
Tell me about it, Goose.
I would like everyone to give me a perception check real quick.
Ooh.
I've got your die already. I'll throw it in there.
Okay.
Hey, nice.
Everybody throw it in at once.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Throw.
That is a 23.
Shit. I
20.
think 10.
What's that on my die? It's a little fuzzy at the top.
13.
Oh, 13 plus... You said perception?
Yes.
So 17 total.
Okay. So everyone but Kay, actually, here's the door open. This individual isn't like going out of their way to be sneaky, but they're trying to be generally quiet. Turning to look, the rest of you do vaguely recognize this individual. Paulette, you know immediately who this is. It's Alistair.
I immediately kind of jump from the table, pressing my hands against the table. What the fuck are you doing here, old man?
Well, that's polite. I came looking for you, actually. I'm not here to interrupt any of...
Sorry. You left me out there.
Yes. All little birds have to learn to fly on their own.
I can fly just fine. You left us to fight off a bunch of sludge monsters.
And apparently you did fine.
That's neither here nor there. Why are you here now, old man?
To follow up. To see what you've learned from your lesson.
I hate this guy.
That is the whole
I
reason
hate
you
this guy.
asked
I
me
hate
to
this
assist
guy.
you,
I
isn't
hate
it?
this guy. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. Yes?
Excuse me, friends of Paulette. I'm afraid I don't know any of your names. Where the fuck are my notes? Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that note? There it is. My name is Alistair Dominus. I am Paulette's mentor.
Mm.
I did
Not a
not
very
mean to intrude. I was going to sit aside until your gathering was complete. But events as they are, would you terribly mind if I joined you?
I would absolutely infer that. Can I immediately scoot over to infer a spot next to me?
Yes, you can. And-
Absolutely.
Paulette just scowls at you.
I don't care. I go to meet his hand. I raise a hand to like give him a greeting. Listen, food is the great uniter, as we all know.
As many folks know, maybe. Some people
Yes,
need to learn a
I-
little bit better.
Very well. The real question is who was sitting to my left and who was sitting to my right? Okay.
Roll
Well,
for
it doesn't really matter.
I mean, let's roll for it.
Sure.
1 to 4.
I want
Let's see
Derek,
who I'm pissing off.
I want Derek, Tallow, and Paulette to roll me a d6. I gotta go get a d6 from Derek's pile.
Because
sorry.
if Paulette's
There should be a lot of 'em.
sitting to my
There are.
right, if Paulette if she's sitting to my right, he's definitely going to my left.
1.
Okay, Derek also rolled a 1, so Derek will re-roll.
4.
Okay, that fills in the slots anyway. Paulette is sitting across from you. You have Tallow on your left and Derek on your right.
I'll put this gentleman to my right.
Okay. I actually didn't need to have Artie roll. I just needed you two to fill in the other seats. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's more efficient.
Because I don't, like, this early in, you guys wouldn't really have a preferred seating order amongst yourselves yet. You would just pick a chair at random.
Yeah.
So, Alistair comes to sit in between Kay and Derek, now sitting actually across from Paulette.
Mm-hmm.
Regrettably.
Can I do an insight on this gentleman?
Yes, give me a perception check.
And this, I'm trying to gauge specifically his battle hardness, if you will.
Okay.
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
He does not appear to be a combat-focused individual. Based on his
Okay.
style of dress, his initial mannerisms when he entered, he definitely doesn't have that same kind of fangs-out presentation that Paulette has. You're getting the essence this individual is probably more of a magical mentor than he is a combat
Marshal?
instructor.
I see.
Just from your impression of this individual.
Mm-hmm. And would he like anything to order?
He actually does not.
Okay.
Forgive my right to business demeanor, Sir Dominic, but you said this was a matter of import.
Not necessarily import. I'm just wanting to check in on my students' progress.
Ah,
I'll show you some goddamn progress.
You have shown me some progress. From what I see, you seem to be able to carry a little bit more magical energy than what you did before.
I hate him, 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 I hate him.
Have you taken any note of our last lesson?
What, that you leave me out of nowhere and have me fend for myself? Yes, I quite know how to punch things in the face quite hard. Thanks for teaching me that, by the way.
No, before I left. Do you remember what your lesson was?
To not die?
Every lesson is to not die, Paulette. It's the little things. Prediction. To read your environment. To try and see the next move before it happens. Based on the fact you're just blowing that off entirely, I'm going to assume you didn't give any thought to it and just decided to punch things willy-nilly.
I mean, it is what I do.
Yes, it is specifically what you do. Oh, Skittle, as a note, you do see he does have a rapier at his side.
Okay.
And it's a, like, you're not usually one for intricate pieces, but it is a very beautifully crafted silver and gold inlay in the basket. Very tightly wound coiled what seems to be wire that makes up the grip.
Mm-hmm.
The blade itself you can't see because it is currently sheathed. And a collection of gemstones that are set along the pommel. It's a beautiful piece.
Can I tap him on the shoulder?
Yes.
And I'm just gonna point at it and be like, may I? I just want to see it, and I just want to see like the blade itself. I don't really like the interest, like it's very beautiful, but I'm more interested in the blade itself. I'm trying to infer that to him.
There's actually no point to it. I was trying to think of how he would respond to the offer. He does withdraw the blade from the sheath and offers it to you.
I'll look at it.
Okay. Do you take the blade from his hand?
I won't take it from his hand, but I will look.
Okay.
I am a more of a, this is a weapon, this is a tool. I'm not going to take it from him. It belongs to him. I'm just going to look with my eyes.
Okay. Same mindset of not using someone else's chef's knives.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the blade has seen some form of use, but it is otherwise very well cared for.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Beautiful piece.
It was a gift. He
Oh.
sheathes it, puts it away.
Paulette,
Well.
you have a amazing mentor.
Yeah. Amazing.
He seems
Oh,
very
Dion.
kind.
Yeah, he
I'll
sure
be-
seems that way when he wants to be.
I'll be honest. I didn't see you as a sort of study under someone like him. If you can excuse my brashness there, Dominic. How did you two end up as student and teacher?
The same way anyone else. Paulette found herself in a position where she wanted to learn, and I was the first person available who could teach.
Were you taking some work in the back here while you're on your travels?
Sorry, word that again?
Were you basically? I was asking him, is he taking some work here on his travels of watching Paulette? Because it seemed like he came from the back.
No, he came from the front.
Oh,
Okay. I
And-
thought he was working here part time.
No. Oh,
That'd be
no.
funny.
No, nothing of the sort. I don't want to say retired from that line of work, but not currently active, I suppose would be the correct way to word it. No, all of my focus right now is guiding my pupil.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when you're ready, Paulette, it is almost time for your next lesson.
oh, lovely. Are you gonna leave me in the middle of it again?
Quite possibly.
Lovely.
So, I will leave the lot of you to your meal. I did not wish to impose. I do apologize for that. But I will be borrowing your companion for a brief period of time before the evening's over.
Lovely.
If Paulette has no objections, then I don't suppose I would have any either.
Paulette's primary state is full of objections, but
Yes, I heard it as soon as I said it.
Well.
I will meet you all again another time. He gets up and leaves the establishment. As he is leaving, you do see that the elven gentleman has returned with your 4 dishes.
Mm.
With Paulette, there are 3 very hearty venison steaks that have been laid out in front of you. Tallow, in front of you, you do see that a surprisingly well crafted, like it doesn't remind you of home because it's not elven cuisine, but there is definitely a decent amount of care that's been put into this, effectively a chicken Alfredo dish.
Hmm.
Mm.
Derek,
That sounds good.
Derek, the house stew that is before you is a little bit thicker than you were expecting it to be. Generally with stews, you're familiar with just a bunch of ingredients thrown into a pot of water and then just left there for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is much thicker than most stews you've interacted with. Or I say interacted with, most stews that you've had. And Kay, you are left with... I'm trying to think of this. You have been served a... Yeah, let's do that. You have been served a sandwich.
Mm. Interesting.
What kind of sandwich?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean,
Sandwich
from
made with jellyfish jelly.
Jellyfish
It is-
jelly.
it is a very I don't want to say intricate because it's a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
A very well crafted sandwich. The
Okay.
bread does not appear to be what's the word I'm looking for?
It's probably sourdough.
The bread does not appear to be standard for this region. It appears to be some form of imported sweetbread.
Okay.
There are 3 different meats
Okay.
that are piled into the sandwich. There are, of course, some vegetables, but you are noticing that there is an odd grass that has also been added as a topping.
Hmm.
And you can determine that there
Grass
is
is good.
some kind of sauce that's been added to it as well, but you can't identify it.
This is the raccoon style of sandwich. Yes. Just throw shit in, just eat it. I will definitely. I would definitely eat it. Yes.
Okay. It is perfectly balanced.
Ah.
As
And
all
what?
things should be.
This I did. Is the bread purple and is it called the Thanos? Anyways.
No, that's a delicacy in Luterunia.
Is that when you take one bite and realize half the sandwich is gone?
Shut up.
Gone, reduced to atoms.
While the bread is sweet and the meat is rich, the vegetables and the grass and the sauce are just light enough to make the rest of the sandwich not overpowering. It is it is probably one of the best culinary works of art you've had to enjoy in some time.
Nice.
Like while the last
Damn.
individual that you met with was definitely a master of presentation, this one was a master of combining flavors.
Hmm. I mean, the last master chef I met was a goblin, and he
Correct.
was a good guy.
Correct.
But it's a good sandwich.
It's also large and hearty enough to serve as an actual meal.
Oh ho.
So,
All right.
anyone else hungry?
Dude, you have no fucking clue.
I already ate. I'm
Mistakes were made. All right.
good.
Alrighty. The rest of your all's meals are also fantastic.
Mm,
Like Paulette, you've had venison before, and you're familiar with it being a particularly tough and gamey meat. You're not getting either of those sensations eating this.
And I'm disappointed because of it.
A bit, but it is still really good.
It is, but I wanted to fight my meat.
Excuse me?
she wanted to overpower the steak. Have it punch back.
All right, hang on. I'm just gonna add something to the quotes section in
That's a
Jade's
quote.
Discord.
Thank you, Jade.
Uh-huh.
I wanted
This is
to
Tentafriend all
fight
over
my
again.
meat. Can someone clip that?
God damn it.
I'll clip it later. Hold on.
All right. Anyway, after you have finished your meal, or as you're approaching the end of your meal, the elven fellow does return. Is there anything else we can help you with this evening?
I don't believe anything comes to mind. No, we've all eaten our fill.
Very good.
If yeah, I mean, if there's anything he recommends again that is small, I might order it as a KA thing. If anybody else wants anything again, I am paying, so I don't care if any of you order.
Well, as Derek would kind of come in and whisper, "Okay, we don't have much time before the raid on the castle. It may be best to come back here at a
What raid?
later time for food."
What do you mean, right?
cas- The castle where we got information from.
Am I drawing a? I don't know what you're talking about. Like
The,
out of
the-
game, I don't know what you're talking.
The wizard murderers, they took off into the castle.
Oh,
And we had and Derek Earlier in this session, Verica sent a letter to the militia about meeting them tonight at the castle to hopefully catch them off guard.
Oh boy. Oh, then yes. Then I will withdraw. I will ask the garçon for the bill.
Okay. The payment for the entire meal comes up to 4 gold pieces.
I pay it easily.
All right.
Can I pay 5 as a tip?
Sure.
Yeah.
The elven gentleman thanks you.
Mm-hmm. I will.
And you are
I
free to
will
leave.
give him a look. I will give him a look of. I will be back, and I have questions.
What questions would that be, actually? I might be able to answer some right away.
I have to go, but I will be back.
But, fair enough. Please, have a wonderful evening. With that in mind, if any of you are not currently at max HP, go ahead and put yourselves at max HP.
Hmm.
I think everyone but Artie is.
Well, it should have been. That was the last combat we had was a few days ago.
That is also true. I'm just showing on your sheet you had 22 hit points.
Oh yeah, I must have forgotten. I must have forgotten to overwrite that.
It should be at 38. I am a chunky boy. I have 38 HP.
You are a barbarian. All right.
Hell yeah.
So, as you are leaving, a lot of you leave the establishment and you're making your way towards the castle.
Well, I'm definitely on my way there. Is everybody interested in finding these ne'er-do-wells, or
Do I get to kill people?
I'd
Most likely.
probably.
All right, I'm in.
We only need
Ella?
at most one of them alive to interrogate.
Stella?
We'll try.
As you guys are starting to make the trek back up to the castle ward, I would like you all to give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, I think that's a 22 for me.
All right.
That's a 22 as well. 16 plus 6.
22, 22.
$18.
18. Okay, that also succeeds.
That is a 21.
21. That also succeeds.
Nice. Hey, we all passed.
So, as you're collectively walking along and trying not to talk to each other about an upcoming operation, you all just collectively get the sense that someone's following you. And you turn and look and you see that Alistair's like 20 feet behind you, just following along.
Paulette, your dad's following us.
I was thinking more
Norman, maybe
uncle.
he'll go away again.
I could only assume he's a sort of watch instead of participate when it comes to teaching.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully we don't get into too much trouble then.
I'm sure if we do, we can sell him to them.
Please don't joke about that.
I don't know what's this country's what's this country's stance on slave trading? That's an interesting question.
Incredibly
you're-
against it.
You're capturing people? Death.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
These people don't really have a law system.
Good.
Yeah.
It is a barely organized anarchy.
Got it.
Anyway. Making your way up towards the castle ward. As you begin to cross through like that main threshold that separates the rest of the city from the castle ward, Alistair does catch up to you, and he just very quickly and very briefly pulls Paulette aside. So this is your next movement.
You gonna try to stop us or something?
Absolutely
You got a
not.
problem?
I'm just here to give you your next lesson.
Lovely.
You rely on your hands, and that's good. And you rely on your magic, and that's good. What options are going to be presented to you when you can't use either?
I'll kick them really hard. Anywhere that'll do the maximum amount of damage. Typically between the legs.
Then let's see if that works for you. He pulls away and watches the lot of you walk off.
As we walk away, I would like to leave something behind for him.
Okay.
I'm going to leave from my inventory a simple puzzle box. That's all.
Okay. Where did you get a puzzle box? I'm confused.
I bought it with my money at the start of the game. I had
Okay.
money left over. I have tons of shit. I'm getting rid of it. Don't worry about it.
I would also like to ask, has Penny found her way back to Derek by now, or not yet?
Has who?
Penny, the pigeon.
It would have on your way back, yeah.
Nice.
Sorry,
I
I
just
forgot.
had Derek-
I was drawing a massive blank. I forgot that was your familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
My mistake.
And we have somebody with a little lion
That we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
who also has a
I'll just
wooden
have-
bowl with their name on it that I've given to them.
Good job, Penny.
All right. So, approaching the castle proper, you do see that a collection of about a dozen militiamen have been gathered. The captain specifically is not among them, but you do see Investigator Reyes is here.
Reyes, and how unfortunate that we have to keep meeting under these circumstances.
Well, better circumstances than the last one we met.
Hopefully. I trust our source on this information, but I can't say how dangerous this could prove to be.
It was wise of you to bring help, regardless, or to ask for help, regardless.
And I appreciate help being lent. Now, do you have any... I have a few ideas of myself, but seeing as you're in charge of these men, I think it would be best to hear any plans you may have first.
Well, the only information that we have from you is that the perpetrators, let's say, are sorry, I'm looking for something here so I can pull up a stat block for these guys. Perfect. The perpetrators are simply inside the castle somewhere. We don't know where. Based on the fact that at no point in time over the last several weeks, there haven't been any reports of any lights from inside anywhere else within the castle. We believe they may be holed up within the dungeons or in the vault.
Hmm.
That's our belief at this time.
And given our prior information of how these individuals operate, it can only be assumed that they have left this place quite well guarded. Do you have any idea of your men who have shown? Do you have an idea of any of these militiamen who have shown aptitude in things like noticing traps or any sense of greater, any sense of a greater sense of their surroundings? Sorry, that was some out of character mumbling.
Um, these are basic people, Derek. I think if anyone out of our group would be capable of spotting anything that may be presented as a trap, it would be between the four of you.
In that case, I believe it is for the best that you, Investigator Reyes, that you and your men stay outside in a perimeter while my friends and I investigate the castle itself.
Give me a diplomacy check.
8.
Oh, yeah. Someone else needs to put the die in the thing, don't they?
Sorry.
Oh, you got it.
I got it.
Yeah, right. Okay. 6 plus whatever you got.
That's a plus 8, so 16.
16?
Oh no, 14. Sorry.
14. Right. Reyes stares at you for a moment and just responds, "No, absolutely not. Look, your family may have been some of the people who helped forge this country the way it is, but fact is, you're a civilian. An able civilian. But I'm not going to send a civilian in to do what our job is."
You make a fair point.
Does he not see the like 2 people that are with him, that one is an actual like person carrying a hammer that is about the size of that dude, and somebody who has a like honestly just punches people for fun?
This is a
know.
female
I'm
investigator,
just
by the way.
saying. Okay. Shit, my bad.
I mean, yeah, able-bodied civilians does not make you less civilians.
I see.
Also, the fact that 3 of you aren't even citizens of this country.
Well, this is hardly a country. It's
So, Reyes will return to speaking. I will split my men into 2 teams. I will have one team check the vault. I will have the other team go with you down into the dungeons.
why are we not checking the vault?
Because the vault is a small, confined place. It's away from where the dungeons are, but if there is a problem in the dungeon, or if there is a problem in the vault, it'll be easily reported by the 6 of them in there. The dungeons are specifically more vast, and we need the extra manpower in order to actually search them properly.
To be fair, if I was a thief and a murderer, which I am not
Yet.
yet,
Who
Uh,
starts
I-
off a sentence like that?
Ooh,
uh,
some
A
that's
serial
incredible
killer?
faith.
somebody
incredible faith comment from
who
Derek.
doesn't live here. I would just say that if I was going to kill a bunch of people and escape, I would probably want to hit the money and leave.
Except there's no money in the vaults. The vaults were cleaned out ages ago, when Ahia became a free territory.
Okay. That makes more sense. You see, I am still new to this country. I don't know a lot of what's going on. But
Yes.
if you believe that this course of action is the best, then I will go with it.
Yes, all the more reason to have actual officials go with you.
Very well.
We are uncertain how many there actually are. So, quietly, if we can.
I have a -1 stealth.
Yep. This is going to go in a direction. So, as Reyes begins leading her group and the rest of you towards the castle, I would like everyone to give me stealth checks.
Oh boy, dragging my hammer behind me.
Let's go. I have a +1.
I missed the thing. Oh, camera.
18.
18.
Here we go.
7 for Derek.
Yep.
That's a 5.
5 for Skittle.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So, let me go ahead and switch up the music.
It's more like let me give you a little bit of RP or a little bit of mind's eye. He's just dragging his hammer, whistling through these halls with a fucking 5.
So, yeah, I mean, you are the only one that got a critical failure, so that tracks.
Yeah,
I hit the wrong button. There we go.
I'm the bait.
So, going down into these dungeons. Thank you, Babu, for the posture check. Going down into the dungeons. You find that there are I'm getting ahead of myself. Everyone give me a percept. No, that won't be necessary because they're being loud. You do actually hear a decent commotion up ahead. Like, as you're starting to head down the staircase, you can already hear voices echoing up the staircase and along the halls. You can see glimmers of torchlight down below.
That explains the lack of light from up above.
Give me a perception check if you'd like to try and pick out what they're saying. And I'll have Reyes roll one too.
Yeah, I'd like Derek to roll too.
My shit's lagging. There we go.
Hey, I think that's a 19.
I believe you're correct. It's 15 on die.
Yeah, 19.
I see Ren rolled a 2.
It's a 9 total.
9 total? Okay.
I got a nat 1 for 7.
You got a nat 1. That's what you got.
Nat 1, yeah.
We're not at the point yet where where a modifier is making nat ones anything other than a quick fail.
Okay, and that is a 15, I think, for Paulette.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Derek is the only one that's able to pick out anything.
Dang.
It's becoming more of a problem than we thought. He hasn't been able to decipher it. We're not sure what's going to happen. But as long as we keep As long as we keep doing what we're supposed to do, everything will be fine. Has there been any word on the other two artifacts? Not yet. I still have feelers out on the glaive. But I think the team is returning with the circlet already.
Yeah, Derek's eyes would immediately widen after hearing the mention of a artifact glaive.
After that, it starts to get harder to pick out because it seems they're moving away.
I don't suppose I can have, like, Derek roll an Arcana check to see if he remembers any magical circlets in Aya.
I would allow
History?
for
I feel like-
Arcana or Society.
Which? Yeah, let's go Arcana. It's only one better, but still.
Okay.
That is a 19.
19? Okay. You can recall a few in Ahia's history, especially because a lot of it is also mingled in with Lutheranian history.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of overlap when it comes to circlets. The Queen circlet, the circlet of the First Lady, the Chillsting circlet, the the circlet of the Magi comes to mind, but then you recall, no, it was only here temporarily. Like, there's a lot of
There's gonna be a-
circlets that you can think of, but not anything that stands out to you.
This is going to be a stretch, but can I have Derek mentally cross out the ones affiliated with divine and arcane magic?
As in,
Like, because like of his own like suspicions that they're collecting magic artifacts of power from each of the dominions of magic, and they've already stolen a divine artifact and an arcane artifact.
so you want to think on
Across-
circlets that are specifically not divine or arcane.
Yeah,
You can't really think of any.
dang.
Because any occult circlets wouldn't really be openly recognized by a government. And nature circlets you've not heard of in this country. You are familiar with a couple from Delcoca, one, maybe two from Corlucia, but none from Lutherania or Ahia.
Something to think about. When it's a better moment, I'll have Derek relay what he overheard to the group.
Okay.
Right now, they're at least still trying to be stealthy.
Are you continuing forward?
I don't. If the woods are getting further away, I don't see any reason why not.
Okay.
From Derek's perspective.
Okay. Continuing forward. Come on, camera. There we go. Continuing forward down into the into these dungeons. You do see two individuals. They just seem to be like that looks like they're just walking down the cells here. But then they turn off and go into one of the chambers on the side. You hear a decent amount of bustle in these rooms.
I don't suppose like. And no, never mind.
It's just that there's a decent amount of movement to be going along among several of these chambers. Far too many for it to just be 2 or 3 people. This seems to be a proper operation.
Yeah, I'd like to have like Derek like turn his hand up and like signal to the group to like wait for a moment.
That's not specifically Derek. That's the whole party can hear this.
Oh yeah, like this is how Derek is reacting. Sorry.
Okay. Reaper, thank you for the posture check. What would you guys like to do?
As quietly as he can manage, I would like Derek to turn to the investigator and try to whisper, it sounds like there's a lot more of them than I thought. Maybe best turn back, gather the others. I don't think we'll find any at full.
Give me a diplomacy check. Oh. I have to do the thing.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I keep forgetting. That's my
awesome.
fault.
It's still a +8. I don't know what that is.
Looks like a 3. That's because it is.
Yay. Yeah, that's an 11.
No, that won't be necessary. They don't know we're here. We have the element of surprise. If we move quickly, we can arrest a majority of them before they're able to cause any damage.
You're right.
Let me actually give you guys a pretty good idea as to what you're looking at.
Yeah, like I can't be the only one who's like waiting for a map of some kind.
The camera zoomed in a little tight on that. Let me see if I can fix that. I forget how to set camera 2. Nope, that's load camera 2. How do I set camera 2? Like that. There we go. Camera 2. And camera 3. There we go. You guys are going to be coming in from this bottom left-hand corner here.
So just replace that cell with like an entranceway.
Yeah. This cell effectively does not exist. This is your staircase down.
Okay.
Right.
We might need a lot more figures for the militiamen.
I've got that covered. Don't worry about that.
Hey, nice.
Because you guys are also going to need bandits. Okay, and let's go ahead and put that's not what I wanted. There we go. That is not what I clicked on. Thank you. There we go. All right, I'm not going to fill up the entire table with these dudes, because that's a lot of guys and a lot of initiatives to keep track of when you guys inevitably get into a fight. Because let's be honest.
Yeah, this is definitely going to turn into a brawl.
Yeah. But I will go ahead and put 3 on the table.
Boy, oh boy, it's time to kill some shit.
Yeah, so like, I'm assuming you'll just expedite this by giving all the militiamen the same initiative.
I'll try. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
As for the thieves, you guys don't have. I'm using thief as an example here. As for the criminals, let's say, you don't have any insight from where you are currently.
Lady Tallow, you are probably the best. You probably have the best chance of going unnoticed. You check the door, see if you can open it a little bit and gain some insight of how many there are.
I am.
I'm pretty sure Tallow's the one with the highest stealth score.
All right, I guess. I guess I'll try to open that door.
Okay, Derek, I assume you're talking about this one over here.
Oh, I thought we were like the door right in front of Kay. I thought that was closed.
No, this door's open.
Oh, okay, sorry, scratch
Yeah,
that.
you guys can see into this room. This room is empty. You guys had watched the other pair go down this hallway, and had ducked somewhere down here. You're not quite sure where.
Oh, okay. I was very confused. Sorry, scratch that idea.
Alright.
Sorry.
Lean over. It's easier to kill count when they're all dead, to be honest.
There is this room across from you in which this door is closed.
I mean, yeah, I think it's the best idea to have Tallow sneak over there and see if there's any criminals immediately in that room.
Ne'er-do-well.
All right, I guess Tallow can try to do that.
Okay, give me a stealth check, Tallow.
Uh, 23.
23, easy enough for you. Okay, let me go ahead and move you over there. There we go. Okay, so you sneak over to that door. The door doesn't appear to be locked or anything, so with your stealth score, you do easily push it open. Peeking inside, you do see this. It looks like this chamber has been reworked into a small bedroom. It is currently housing 3 ne'er-do-wells.
They're sleeping.
They appear to be.
All right, I say leave them be.
Okay.
Yeah. As a suggestion, maybe you want to like bar the door so they can't rush out in case of a fight.
Yeah.
The investigators are going to, or I'm sorry, not the investigators. The militia is going to come up behind you, Tallow, and just signal, "We'll take care of these. Go check the next hall."
They're just gonna walk in and slit their throats in their sleep.
Almost definitely.
What would you guys like to do?
Well,
Probably for the best to also file into this larger room so we're not too separated.
I agree. I'm loud, so I should probably be last. Unless you guys just want me to bumble into the middle of their thing and be like, damn, this isn't the bathroom.
Are you gonna move me over to the larger room, Magma?
Oh,
Sorry.
right. I keep forgetting you don't have access to the table already. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I also get a bit confused from time to time.
There is a table in front of us. What were they eating?
The table is cleaned up. There's nothing on it.
Damn.
Right. Same strategy as before. Have Talo move a little further ahead of us and check with high stealth.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, as opposed to just giving directions, Tallow, you have point. Which room would you like to check next?
Yeah, sorry.
So there's 3 directions.
Yes.
Let's.
By the way, for the sake of you guys actually knowing where everything is, Reyes did provide a map of the dungeons before you guys came down here. So you are familiar with where all these rooms are.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Check this one.
Okay. Opening that room. You don't see anything. And by that I mean it is dark. Like there's no light active in here.
Assuming I don't hear anything immediately either.
Give me a perception check. I don't remember. Do you have sharper hearing because of your beastkin?
I
Good
have lower
question.
light vision.
Beastkin, not Kitsun.
All right.
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think so either, but I wasn't sure. I think if anything, it would have been a feat available to you. Roll an 18. It doesn't matter. With your perception, I believe that's like a 25 or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Listening closely, you don't hear anything. It seems as though if this room is being used for anything, it may be being used as storage or perhaps a training room for when things are more active.
I
But without light in here, you just can't tell.
don't see anything, don't hear anything. It's not important.
Okay.
I'll check the room across from it.
Checking the room across from here, you open the door. You do see this room is lit, and there is just a desk and a chair. There's candles that are lit on the table. Yeah, there's candles that are lit on the table. It looks like somebody was writing something. Like you see a couple of books and some papers spread about on the desk.
All right. I don't read into it. And I'll check the hallway.
Okay. Looking down the hallway, you do see that this chamber is very well lit.
Any noise?
Quite a bit of noise.
Hmm. Hmm. Can I wrap around the corner and try to like peek a look
Yes, you
into
can.
this main area?
Give me a stealth check to try and stay hidden. It's well lit, so I'm not gonna have you also make a perception check. But yeah, just a stealth check.
Yikers. 9.
9. Don't forget, you guys do have hero points at the start of every session. Actually, Skittle, you have 3 hero points because you rolled. No, technically. Derek has 2 hero points, and Kay has 2 hero points because you guys have both rolled
Hey,
a nat
Ogma.
20.
What are hero points? I have literally no fucking clue.
It's a pool of points that you can spend to re-roll a die. I almost said a nat 20
Oh.
like twice.
We get one
Uh,
free one at the start of every session.
Yeah, everyone gets a free one at the start of every session. You guys will also occasionally get one for like cool stuff that happens during the game, and every time you roll a natural 20.
Oh,
nice.
Technically, I only rolled one nat 20 and the other one's Ardius.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
So you have 2, Derek has 2, Tallow has 1, and Paulette has 1. Ren, if you'd like to re-roll that, you can burn a hero point and re-roll it.
Yeah, fuck it. No point in saving them and not using them.
That is very fair.
Boy, that's
That is a way better roll.
infinitely better.
That is literally night and day.
Okay.
26.
Alrighty. Peeking around the corner. You can see that there are... Are these the dudes I'm looking for? No. Where are the dudes I'm looking for? There he is. Hang on, he's a little big. There we go.
We're not fighting half giant.
Yeah. 4 of them sitting and eating around this table. Making idle conversation. Nothing that seems to be important. But they haven't noticed you.
All right. I will step back and tell my companions that there's 4 of them and roughly where they're all seated.
Okay.
As of yet, I don't have any area of denial spells.
Are you guys going to move up or are you going to stay where you are?
Oh, I would love to
Um,
move up.
Brash,
I
stealth
think, I
checks.
think now.
Everyone but Tallow in this
Oh,
instance.
I think me and Jade are about to go do the same thing. Literally kill every person in this room.
I was about to suggest just going full out, like charging down the hall.
Oh, I don't know about full loud, but
16.
yeah.
16 stealth.
Wow.
Okay. Did you roll for
Oh,
Derek already,
boy.
Skittle?
No, I haven't even rolled for myself.
Okay. I got Derek then. In you go. 16 for you, Jade?
Yeah.
That's cocked. I'm going to re-roll it. Okay.
That's a 13 for Derek.
13 for
Here we
Derek.
go with with my -1. Let's see.
Come on, nat 20, nat 20.
That's a total of 1.
No, I jinxed it.
Nah, listen. This is
So
in
as you
character.
guys
This is-
Oh, good.
are as the rest of the party is moving to catch up, Kay is still dragging his hammer behind, and they just knock down this little set of stairs right here. They're gang, 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 gang. And you see all
I'm
4 of
gonna
them
see for the-
jump up. They turn. They can absolutely see Tallow and Paulette, and they're just frozen. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Can I roll persuasion and tell them to go back to sleep before we do?
They're not asleep.
They're eating.
They're
like
eating. I'm pretty sure we
food or
caught,
something.
we caught some of them with food in their mouth.
Can I intimidate them into just staying there and continuing to eat their food?
On your turn, you can.
Sure.
On your turn.
No. Let's. Okay.
Oh.
Where's my Dragonator?
Where's my Dragonator?
Yeah.
15.
19.
And it's plus perception, right?
Yes.
Perception, yeah.
Right.
Uh,
That's gonna
technically,
roll.
yes.
18.
18? Okay, so I heard Skittle roll Derek's die. So I heard
Yes, sir.
19 for Kay or for Paulette, because you both spoke at the same time.
Me. I got a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paulette, you got a 15?
Yeah.
Actually, I got a 16 plus 6. That's more than a 19. It's 23. 24.
Okay, so you're going first regardless.
Yeah. Derek, you got
That's a
11
total.
plus whatever.
A total of 15 for Derek.
Total of 15 for Derek. Okay, so Paulette and Derek will go at the same time. And Talo, you rolled a 16, you said?
18.
18. Okay. Daryl. Your name isn't Daryl. Your name is Derek. Fucking right, dumbass.
Daryl!
All right, Kay, you're up first.
Yeah.
I can't physically move through my teammates, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
As long as you're moving through them. You can't occupy the same space, but you can pass through without issue.
Let's see here. I can get here. I'm assuming. Which
Yeah.
is right in front of this guy.
Yep.
I can rage, which is my second action.
Okay, so you're going to rage?
Yes, sir. And my last, I guess, is I'm gonna bonk this dude on the head.
With the hammer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Boomba
Lethal.
this man.
I have to ask before you roll. Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay, so you have a -2 to your attack roll.
That's fine because I have a +8 to hit.
Yes, you do. Fucking giant barbarians.
16 plus 6 again.
Okay.
That's a 1d12 plus 9.
Yeah.
Let's see
Nice.
here. So take 16 damage.
Yep.
That's my turn. That's
Okay.
it.
As you can see, he is out on the floor now.
My good. Well, Paulette has free reign to kill the rest of them.
Talo, it's your turn.
Hmm. I will. How much is each square?
5 feet. Yeah, the accesses in this hallway are crap.
Which is unfortunate because it's a very cool map.
Yeah.
I will shoot this individual
Okay. Lethal
for
or non-lethal?
non-lethal. Non-lethal.
Okay, so you have a -2 penalty to your egregious fucking attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite part about the attack roll.
+6 now, so
21.
21. Yeah.
21 hits.
See how much damage I can do. Non-fatal damage.
Right.
Piss off 1.
Is it just one, or do you get your
1
dex bonus
plus-
to damage?
I think
Pretty
that's
sure
how it
just-
works.
Pretty sure it's just the dive.
Yeah,
or at
it's
least
just
that's
the
how I've been
die.
running.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
1 point of damage as you shoot this man in his knee.
No! He can no longer
Stop.
be an adventurer
Stop.
now.
Stop.
Third action?
That was my third action. First is to move, second was to equip, third is to shoot.
Ah, okay. All right.
And then it's turn.
Paulette, your turn.
All right, let's take a look at these chuckle fucks. All right, I'm moving here. I'm punching this jabroni with some electrostatic fucking bullshit.
All right, just going to fully offload a spell strike into his mouth.
Yes.
Okay. Is this going to be
These guys are
your...
wearing armor, yes? Metal armor?
No!
No.
These guys were sitting here eating dinner. They weren't prepared for a fight. These dudes aren't even wearing armor.
Okay, that's even better.
They're not even wearing leather. You're lucky they're wearing pants.
I bonked that dude on the head.
Wait, they're not wearing leather and a 22 wasn't a crit?
Yeah, because they're still Dexy.
Oh, okay.
And they still get a proficiency bonus to unarmored.
Still sexy? Is that what you said?
I said yes.
Dexy.
Ah,
Nah,
okay.
Nah. They're still sexy.
I mean, not for long. They'll be dead.
I mean, that one guy's not strutting down the catwalk anymore, but...
That is a 20 to hit.
Okay, I didn't get to ask before. Is this your shocking grasp or the electric arc?
Yes.
Okay.
Shocking grass.
Well, I'm not even going to have you roll damage.
The
That
number
man's
of
dead.
die is greater than his health.
That man is dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. That is Paulette's 3. Derek, you're up.
Yeah, I'll just do pretty much the same as anybody else. Get to the shoulder of Kay and cast Fortress Trauma on the furthest away.
Excuse me?
Move my piece to Kay's shoulder and then cast on the one furthest away.
Right.
Are
What
you
spell?
giving somebody PTSD?
Torturous Trauma, the spell.
Yes, torturous trauma. Okay, so yes, he is actually doing that. I don't remember how your spell works. Did I give you a card for it?
Yeah, it's a fortitude save for the criminal.
Okay, fort save. That's all I need to know. Oh, fuck. What's your DC? Never mind, it's an 8. He fails.
Yeah, I think my DC is
Oh, wait, hang on.
an 18, so he crit fails.
So he crit fails. Okay, so he takes double damage.
Double damage, and he is fatigued 1 if he isn't dead.
He is fatigued 1. Okay. So I almost told you to roll damage. What's the damage?
1d4 plus spellcasting.
That's not it. 1d4 plus spellcasting, which is doubled.
Yep.
Okay. And your spellcasting is 4. So that's 16
Max.
points of damage.
Yeah, that guy's organs are now liquid.
Bleh.
He just crumples over like a rag doll.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's the end of Derek's turn.
Okay. The fourth one is going to go and is openly panicking now.
He could surrender.
He is going to back up and start begging for his life. No, please, no, please, no.
Does that end combat?
I mean,
is anyone going to feed him his teeth?
I'm definitely gonna knock him unconscious. Do you want me to roll for it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it is my turn now.
Given,
Oh, yeah.
given the Batman treatment.
I'm absolutely gonna give him the Batman treatment. First attack.
Beat him with an event in his life and then tell him to talk.
Shit. 12.
12 does not hit.
Ah, shit. Second attack.
Warning shot. It was a warning shot.
Yeah, warning. This one's only +3. That's a 19 +3.
Okay. 19 plus 1.
Isn't it
Non-lethal.
8 and 3?
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
you're
not
right.
lethal. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter because you rolled a 19 on die. So he's unconscious. I didn't ask if Paulette was doing non-lethal. I just assumed this guy's actually dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
no.
100%.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck
I mean,
dead.
yeah.
'cause-
He's dead with an arrow in his knee.
yeah, fuck dead. Unconscious. Probably dead.
Dead.
Unconscious.
Definitely dead.
Can I spend the next, I don't know, minute to 2 minutes tying these guys up with some rope?
You would know from experience that generally unconsciousness takes hours to recover from. There would be no need.
Okay. Okay.
Like on the low end, hours to recover from.
For Derek, does
I lost you already. Say again.
do we hear the sound of fighting coming from the room we left the militia in?
Give me perception checks.
Fucking slit their
Easy.
throats.
That's a 9 for Derek.
You do not. Would anyone else like to roll perception?
Yeah. I don't know shit.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
a
an 8.
22.
Okay. And now, more concerning than ever, you do not. You don't hear sounds of combat. You don't hear the sounds of other people rushing to grab weapons. You don't hear scurrying of troops coming to their friend's aid. You don't hear anything aside from your immediate surroundings. There's no sign or indication that anything is wrong.
Yeah, but the way you said that made me incredibly worried. Like out
Well,
of character.
I mean, that means we should
As
continue forward.
you're pondering this, you're wondering why you don't hear anything from the other investigators. And you turn to look down that hallway. And you see a new figure
Uh-huh.
heading down this path, holding by the throat Investigator Reyes.
Am I still enraged?
No, because combat ended.
Fuck.
Oh no.
That's okay, though.
You see a medium-sized, but like relatively large, like almost K-sized, red-skinned, horned and bearded figure. Is carrying a staff in his offhand, his strong arm holding up Reyes, who is still clearly alive, as you can see her struggling, holding her by the neck.
Yeah, I just like to have Derek like be in the motion of about to cast a spell and like a standoff with the dude, like waiting for a reaction from either side.
That will not be necessary.
If you could enlighten me as to why.
You did not kill any of my people. I see no reason to kill any of yours.
Is anybody else gonna react?
I was wondering if we're still in like some sort of weird initiative or do
Nope.
we have free action?
No, you guys can do as you see fit right now.
Yeah, I would like to at least get ready to charge your motherfucker. Yeah. As
Yeah,
I get
would
right
like-
up in his face. I get right up in his face, kind of looking, seeing, and checking out Reyes.
You're really trying to David versus Adam Smash with this guy.
Same.
There is straight up a Goku versus Vegeta standoff, but only one of them thinks that.
The truth is, I'm taller than him, right?
No,
I'm taller than him.
no.
Oh no, he's taller.
You,
All right.
you two are roughly the same because you're a giant barbarian. Your size is unnaturally large for a medium creature. He's roughly your size. Like, if you are taller than him, it is by the smallest degree.
I would like to help whatever intimidating factor I can to help intimidate this creature. I would like to help Paulette in any way, see or fashion.
Okay, that depends entirely if Paulette's trying to intimidate this thing. Because last I heard, she was sizing him up.
It's Paulette.
What were you doing, Jade? I apologize.
I'm finding the perfect gift for it. Give me a sec.
Take your time. Take your time. I get it.
I mean, like I said, that little scene of David going against Adam Smasher, I think fits pretty well.
Can I try to do some sort of check? What type of creature is this?
Give me a religion check.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, get fucked. Give me a religion check.
Oh, sure. I don't know where my dice went. It went in. Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
You don't know shit.
It's a 4. Yeah. Maybe he doesn't know what I am either.
So, so
Uh-huh.
I am going to spell strike this asshole as hard as I can with shocking grasp.
With
This
that
guy
in mind,
Is wearing armor, yes?
I didn't look. Hang on.
I would believe so.
No.
If he's not, that just means he's gonna get hurt, or it's gonna hurt even more.
No. He's not wearing armor.
All right. I'm gonna punch the shit out of him as hard as I physically can.
Sure. Give me an attack roll.
That is a 17 to hit.
That misses.
No, wait, not 17. Not 17. I was using perception for some godforsaken reason.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah. That's a 13 plus that, so that's a 21 to hit.
That misses.
What?
Hero point.
At-
Hero
in
point. Reroll it.
Point blank.
You already
that
rolled.
misses.
I mean, you're using your hands. All of your attacks are point blank anyway. I don't know what you mean.
Use a
I-
hero point.
I
Reroll
would-
that shit.
I mean, you already rolled above a 10. The odds of rolling better than that are incredibly low.
Don't listen.
I mean,
This is D&D.
What?
you got stuck.
It's stuck in there.
the dice god
Far
said
on
it's
it.
a bad idea.
There it is. There it is.
right. That is a
15.
23.
23 does hit.
Thank God. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, let me go ahead and pull up the fucking initiative tracker again, because guess what you guys are doing again?
I'm gonna give this man something, all right?
On the bright
Jade,
side,
go
we
ahead
didn't-
go ahead and roll me damage for that strike.
And that is 2d12 and what else?
It is 2d12 plus whatever your physical attack is.
I.
I kind of figured this was going to happen, but hopefully we can dissuade against it.
The 10.
Hey,
10 what?
5.
Uh,
That is 10, 15. So that's 15 plus
Counting.
8 plus a d6, right? Or no, that's to hit. Right?
No, your d6 is your physical damage.
Okay, so that's 15, 16, 8. That's 18 damage. Do I add the 8 on my character sheet as well to the damage?
No, that's your attack roll. You add your
Okay.
strength to the damage.
Add strength to damage. Coolio. So that's a plus 3. So that's an 18. So that's 21 damage.
Okay, so here's the problem. What's the electrical and what's the physical?
Fucking course.
Yeah.
So
we're
the
getting into
physical would
those
be
types of enemies.
3. The 15. So where would the strength multiplier go fit in? Would that be part of the
Just your physical.
damage? Okay, so that would be 6 physical damage, 15 electric.
zap.
Okay, so he takes 16 points of damage.
Lovely.
Excuse me.
Woo.
And has everyone rolled initiative already?
No.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, please do. Please roll initiative. For your own sake.
Please roll for me.
Can I abstain from initiative?
Yes.
If you think you'll live longer that way. Not sure.
That
I
is
mean,
a
yeah.
nat 20.
Unfortunately, nat means nothing here, but you're going first anyway because you started the fight.
18.
I mean, yeah.
Can you roll for me, Agua?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This is something else.
What's
This
that?
is something else.
Something else.
What's that
yeah.
total? What's that total
17.
for you, Paulette? 24.
That would be 24, yeah.
All
It's
right.
11
That's
total
it.
for me.
That's
11,
a 17 for Derek.
17 for Derek. What'd you roll, Kay?
18.
18. Okay. So Kay, Derek, and Tallow. All right. Paulette, I believe that is your turn actually, because you moved and spell striked.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. It is now this guy's turn, which I'm gonna actually write
Oh.
this guy instead of what I actually wrote. It is that
Oh.
man's turn.
I'm
He
gonna go for
is
his
that
beast.
man.
He is that man.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And his brothers, this man, that guy over there, this fucking dude.
Who's
I
on first
fucking
base?
hate that bit. If you've seen Excel,
Himst.
if you've seen Excel Saga and you know that bit, I fucking love that bit.
That man's name is Hemst.
Shut up.
Him to me.
Yeah, it is this guy's turn. He is not, however, have all of his abilities. So, he is going to make he is going to trigger Wriggling Beard.
Excuse
What?
Beg your pardon?
Paulette, as you're standing this close to him, you notice that his beard isn't made of hair. It appears to be made of these long, thorny, vine-like tendrils. And now that you're this close within punch range and you've delivered a blow, the tendrils themselves reach out and lash at you.
Oh, even more fun.
Oh, that was almost on that one. That is a 31 to hit.
Excuse me? Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
Pretty sure that crits.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah.
That's,
I also need you to give me a fortitude saving throw.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Plus 7.
That is a what? 12?
Did you say 12?
12.
Okay. As you are
You already used your hero
struck,
point.
as you are struck with these tendrils, you can feel something terrible take hold within your body. Until further notice, you are enfeebled 1, and you are suffering from a vernal fever.
What does
Mean.
that mean?
I have a card for you. Don't worry. I'll give you an enfeebled card so you know what that means.
I have a card for you.
I have all the conditions on cards.
That's
Refer to my business card.
I have all the conditions on cards. That way they're easy to fucking learn and understand. There you go.
I think we all want to read this one.
I'll put it up on the screen so that chat can see it too. Or I'll try to. Fucking that up with my head.
The words are blurred for me. Can you read that, Skittle?
Take a status penalty equal to the value on strength-based rolls and DCs, such as strength-based melee attack rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks.
So that's what, a -1 then?
That's a -1 to your attack rolls, your athletics checks, and your damage.
Lovely.
That's its first action.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yay.
For its other 2 actions, it's going to knock the staff that it's holding against the ground, and it is going to heal itself.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Okay. Well.
It did not roll very
I'm
well.
assuming Hey, Agma, is dropping a weapon considered a primary action or passive action?
Technically, it's considered a free action because you're not actively doing anything. You're just letting go of something you're holding.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Kay, it's your turn.
Yeah. After seeing the punch not do much, I would like to drop my weapon, and I would like to wrestle this man to the ground.
All right. So I'm going to have you give me a athletics check, actually. It's just an athletics check because it's not an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an athletics check against his fortitude DC.
Fuck.
This is gonna go well.
Fuck. Dirty 20.
Fails.
Hero point. Gonna roll it again.
Go for it.
Worse.
How much worse?
It's an 8 plus 7, 15.
Okay, that's a critical failure.
Okay.
I don't think we were supposed to fight this thing.
I'm assuming that's my entire turn.
No. That was just one action.
We're going to bed.
Oh, fuck. Can I wrestle him again?
You can try, but I mean, the DC isn't going to get easier.
That's fine. That's yeah, no, that's also a critical fail. That is a nat 1.
Okay.
That's it. It's my turn.
Derek.
This
Fucking magic.
I don't suppose anybody's actually injured during that. Like, I know Paulette had a status effect, but did she
Paulette's-
take damage?
Paulette took a lot of damage. Did I not give off what Paulette?
You didn't say if I took damage or not.
Oh, that's my
you
fault.
just said
I am
I got
so sorry.
I got infected with a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me read off the damage that you took because I remember that was a crit.
Eh.
That's from the beard. Okay, yeah, there it is. 22 points of piercing damage. Piercing damage? Piercing damage. 22 points of piercing damage.
Lovely.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna have Derek cast a new spell of his as he Wait, give me a
You good, Artie?
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry guys, I just need to switch over somewhere else.
Okay.
Give me a second. Alright, should be better now. Hopefully my connection doesn't get that much worse, so
You're
I'm
still
just
coming in
gonna
fine.
We're just gonna have Derek cast his newest spell this level, and I need a will save from the enemy.
Okay.
As he casts Fear.
Fear.
Yeah.
Okay. That is I believe that's a 25. Yeah, 25.
Thankfully that's only a success. Yeah, because 18 plus 10, yeah, that's only a success, so he's still frightened 1.
He is frightened 1. Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're getting to those spells.
Okay, let me pull out my frightened card. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. How many actions is it for you to cast that?
That's only 2 actions, but I'm gonna have him like step away. I'm gonna have Derek step back to where Talo is.
Okay.
And if you would like to explain what fear does.
Frightened is a -1
Frightened.
to all of his DCs and his checks.
And that includes armor.
That does include his armor. That includes his DCs. He has a -1 to literally everything until the end of his turn.
And his turn, or
End of his turn.
yeah. That's it. Yep, and that's the end of Derek's turn.
Talo, you're up.
How big is this guy?
Medium-sized.
Exactly.
Medium, on the large size of medium. He's roughly K size. Give or take an inch. Like, he and K stand eye to eye.
Is he soul holding Reyes?
Yeah, actually. He's not using her as a shield. As a note, he's just holding her.
But holding her by the neck.
Holding her by the neck and holding her away from where the blows are coming from.
I'm gonna try talking to him.
What would you like to say?
Hey, please, before we do anything else that's quick and rash, you just let her down. Please, let's just let her down. And you sounded like you wanted to talk.
Is that your turn? Or did you have other stuff you wanted to do? Because he can't respond until his turn.
Fuck.
And Paul out goes before then, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna still hold on to my bow, but yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Do you want to say you're holding action until he attacks again then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Paulette, you're next. Since you actually rolled higher than him on initiative.
Hold action.
Holding action? What action are you holding?
Punch.
Just punch, or are you going to charge a spell strike?
No. Just gonna hold a punch, just in case.
Okay. High bullet punch. Okay. So you are holding an attack action.
Yes.
Okay. And that's it?
That's all.
All right. This guy does stop. It is pleasant to see reason take hold. He sets Reyes down on her feet and lets go of her neck, who immediately backs away as far as she can. And actually, from where she is, she's just going to run. She's going to just get the fuck out of Dodge.
Something for the best.
What was your purpose here?
Is he talking to a specific person or just to the group?
To the group.
We were investigating the. What was the wizard's name again, Aqua?
Oh, sorry, I was drawing a blank on who you were talking about. Nald Gresh. No,
were
sorry.
investigating-
That was the artisan. Keme Dis.
We were investigating the murder of Keme Dees. We had received information that his attackers were hiding here.
The tome. You have my apologies for that. I had instructed my couriers to do so without violence.
If I may, sir, your couriers acted with quite a bit of violence, engaging a fight with Keme Dees and then stabbing him in the back.
You see him give a... You see him give an expression that kind of befuddles you. Because it's like regrettable, but at the same time, irritation. Humans prefer to take the fastest route possible, it seems.
I can sympathize in a manner with that way of thinking.
Do you intend to take the individuals that was responsible for this act?
If you know of them specifically, that would be of great help. We were planning to interrogate those we found here.
I will give them gladly. In exchange.
I cannot promise I can meet your terms, but I will hear them.
Regardless, I will give the two up willingly. He is going to attempt to move forward, but just kind of give a look to Paulette. He's not going to physically move her, but is going to wait and see if she's going to move of her own volition.
Paulette reluctantly moves aside.
Give him the fattest stink eye.
He points out to these two are the ones responsible.
The unconscious ones?
Two of the unconscious ones, yes.
I mean, to be fair, they're almost all of them are unconscious. Save
All
for
but
one.
this guy are fucking fine. This guy's fuck dead.
Well, the other guy turned into a pile of brain soup, so
That's certainly a description.
I
Anyway,
mean, but there's no outward appearance, so
anyway. I assume it would be appropriate to say that that would be all of my helpers you would be taking?
what's your name?
My apologies. My name is Tinneth.
Okay. What are you doing down here?
Up here.
Up cure?
Up here. I'm correcting you.
Oh. Okay.
Because down
What are you
here
doing
implies I am
up
from a
here?
higher place.
Okay. We're in a dungeon, so.
And I am from the hells.
Uh-huh.
I'm a devil. Did you not
Ah.
recognize the visage as a devil?
No. No. Not in the slightest.
Ah,
Hey, you kind of tentacled my friend. Can you like fix that shit or?
no. But she'll be
Oh,
fine within a day or two.
okay.
Possibly
Right.
longer, depends on how hardy she is.
as for the tome itself, I assume it is no longer in your possession.
Oh no, it is directly in my possession.
You
I need it.
You seem. I don't know much about devils, but I'm assuming history tells me that you're quite. How do I put this? Nice
Hmm.
for a devil.
I believe the word my friend is looking for is Something,
Hospitable.
That's that, yeah. Hospitable is a
cordial.
word.
When on the material plane, do as the mortals do.
Huh.
I found myself banished,
Oh,
and I am seeking the means to return.
And you believe the
Oh.
tome would allow you to return.
If I am able to decipher it, yes, it is one piece that allowed me to return and strike my vengeance against those who had sent me away.
One Piece.
Indeed. Infernal rituals are complex by nature.
was it found in the Grand Line? Anyways, um,
And when this ritual is done, would the tome's rightful owner be able to reclaim it?
If they see fit, I would not be able to bring it with me. The other artifacts that I am seeking, I would be taking those with me, but the tome would not last long where I'm going.
hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
It seems that we may be able to come to an agreement here. We take the wizard murderer, you're allowed to go home, and then whoever cares enough for the tome can reclaim it at a later date.
Is it? You have a very curious understanding as to what a fair trade is. You're asking me to give up some of the people that have aided me to get this far.
And on that same note, sir, the same people who brought you so much trouble and brought us to your attention,
The trouble of mortals is the akin of the trouble of mice. It is a minor annoyance at best. But one
did he
that
just
grants opportunity. Sorry, Ren, go ahead.
Did you just compare me to a mouse? Is that
yeah,
racist?
yes,
I mean, he's the devil and we're mortals. I think that's par for the course.
yes.
More specious. Or plainest.
Deja vu.
Regardless, this grants a unique opportunity. I do require individuals who are stouter than those who have been aiding me up to this point to retrieve something much needed.
Okay. Like,
I have already sent the most capable of my number to retrieve a particular artifact that will aid me when I return. But I am still in need of a weapon. And I need someone to discover, specifically, where the Glaive of the Fallen is, and bring it to me.
what do we get out of this?
You get your 2 murderers. 2 murderers in
Ancient
return for an
artifact.
2 murderers in exchange for a single weapon.
Uh-huh.
More than a fair deal.
A weapon, I'm sure you understand, holds a fair amount of significance to my people. And those of the mortal plane.
You overstretch. I am not a new arrival. I am familiar with the significance of your people Ahian. You people barely have much significance in this point in history as it is. The loss of one of many artifacts that your people decided to throw away will be of little consequence.
Though they are clearly hinted with venom, your word I cannot deny the truth in your word.
That is my offer. You are free to take the murderers regardless. After all, they chose not to follow my rules either. But you will bring me the glaive.
Yeah, sure.
And if we don't,
Then how much power can you amass before I come and take it? Because clearly what you have now was not enough, little soldier.
assuming you want this weapon so badly, surely it means that it's of considerable power in and of itself.
Why didn't
What
you
makes
just
you
go and
think
get it
we don't turn
yourself?
it on you?
That would be a decision, wouldn't it?
As you may be able to gather, Devil, our group is rather opinionated. We will have to decide on your offer at a later date, though I'm sure you have means of finding out our decision either way.
Of course. Take as much time as you need. It will be some time before my other team returns with the other artifact that I had sent them out for. In the meanwhile, ponder all you wish. With that said, you see him wave his free arm and he vanishes.
Uh-huh.
The other,
Dimension door.
roll me an Arcana check.
I was mainly saying that out of character, but yeah. Okay.
Like if you're actually making an attempt to guess what his spell is.
Yeah, could you roll that for me?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I know it's not Dimension Door, because if it was Dimension Door, he'd be able to go to the Nine Hells. It's probably more like Demi
Some type of
What'd you say, Artie?
yeah, something like that. But what was my total for the Arcana? Or what was the roll?
It's a 15 on die.
So that's a 22 total.
22. It is Dimension Door, but it does not appear to be at the same strength it normally would be.
Interesting. Well, that was a turn of events. Let's gather the murderers. See if any of the militiamen are fine, save for the investigator, and get out of here. This place leaves a foul taste in my mouth.
So, hey. How about we just fucking not give him the fucking weapon?
I believe we should discuss that when we are out of his former residence.
Wow.
I don't think he particularly cares either way.
If we do get a hold of the weapon, he seemed rather confident he'd be able to take it off our hands regardless.
He seemed like he couldn't get the item himself for some reason or another. Why not just take it deeper into the sea and hide it better?
Give me a perception check.
Whomst.
You who made that comment.
Okay.
This is for the sake of insight.
That's a 19 plus 6.
With a 25 and based on how he carried himself during this and how he had also stated he was not new to the plane, you can infer that he's probably trying to make as few waves as possible to get what he wants. He's clearly powerful
I
enough to
see.
just go and get it, but how much destruction and panic would he cause in doing so? You get the impression that that's something he's trying to avoid.
Well,
There is probably something else on the plane that he is either hiding from or he does not want to draw the attention of with those kinds of actions.
Mhm.
he fucked up meeting me.
So, like,
I'm telling. It's kidding.
I'm telling.
God, I should have made that joke.
I'm telling God.
I'm telling anyone that'll listen, the hobo on the corner. Hey, I met a devil today.
Hmm.
And he wanted an ancient spear to get back at those who wronged him. So, you guys ready to get the fuck up out of here, or?
Yes, I believe that's for the best.
Now, but before we leave, you said that these two are dead. You didn't say looted, so quick
I
pocket
said
check.
they didn't have any loot. What loot are you going to take from them?
They
They were
weren't looted.
unarmored.
I don't
and,
know.
They were unarmored and unarmed. They didn't. What were they going to do? Fend off your fucking hammer with a kitchen knife?
They're fucking shoes. I don't know. I want them. Run them for their foams. Give 'em up.
All right. You have 4 sets of clothing that
Well,
don't
2 of
fit
them are
you.
just unconscious.
Are you fucking stripping the people that are unconscious?
I thought we were taking them up with us for interrogation.
They don't
I
have
mean,
to be
we ha-
clothed for that.
No, we're keeping them close. We're not savages. Please.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick one of them up.
All right.
I'll add 1 human to my inventory.
No. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's for the best to just grab the 2 murderers, search around, perhaps for any clues or information, and then leave immediately.
I mean, he said we can have these 2, but he wants the spear, right? Well, what if we just left him here and didn't take the deal and just went and got the spear?
I think you're taking this deal thing a bit too literally.
That might be the
What?
smartest thing you've said all day.
Thanks. Well, because this is fuck. This is something totally different. But
This is
in the
something
terms
else.
of this is something else. In the terms of how devil deals work, I don't know if it's different in Pathfinder, but I know like you don't
You
necessarily
don't know
have to-
shit because you rolled like shit on religion, so I'm not even going to let you metagame that shit.
All right, well, listen, I guess we're just picking them up.
I think we should leave that spear alone, that glaive, whatever. If he wants it, why are we going to go out of our way to find it and have him ambush us if we don't give it to him?
Because it's
Well, he
technically a
did-
part
he-
of the deal of taking the people.
And he also mentioned that he had already sent a team there to retrieve it. If we
No,
don't
they sent
want
a
it, you
different
guys
team to go get something else.
That is correct.
No, I thought he said one team was returning with an item and the other team was going to retrieve the trident.
No.
No,
the glaive.
sir.
He said one team
No,
had
sir.
already been sent to go and get one artifact, but he does not have a team capable enough to go and retrieve the other.
The other it was some
okay.
sort of, I'm assuming it was like the orb thing that we were talking about, aka the orb of Toonami from Shaolin Showdown. Thank you. Gong Yi Tom Pai. Anyways,
Anyways,
so
I don't suppose I can have Derek roll to see if he recalls anything about devil deals.
Roll religion.
base contracts.
I'm telling you to do that, and you don't have a die to roll. Hang on. There we go.
Yeah.
9 on the die.
No. That's a 13 total.
13 total.
Oh wait, is that a crit fail?
In this instance,
Hero point.
1 second. I have to look. I'm going to say no. You do have 2 hero points, by the way. You haven't used those yet.
hero point.
Do I have to use them before knowing the result?
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
how would you know
I
to
did-
use them?
Okay, that's fair. So I'm assuming that dubious knowledge does proc.
Dubious knowledge, you don't know that.
Okay. Um,
Like, your total is,
no,
you said
will-
your total is 13?
yeah.
Okay. Give me a second here. I'm going to see if that's a crit fail or not. Because if it is a crit fail, dubious knowledge doesn't proc.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That is not a crit fail. Dubious knowledge does proc.
Yeah, you know what? I'll spend a hero point reroll, please.
Okay. Same roll.
Fuck.
I'm going to roll it again and do better.
Not
Because
that
I
is
think that's the
uncanny.
shittiest thing in the world to burn a hero point and roll the exact same fucking thing. All right, it's worse.
That
That's worse. Okay, never mind.
this is why
Yeah.
when I hold it, I go over the bucket and tap R. It was a 4.
It was a 4, and that's the one we're going to stick with.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
So
So I'm
that's a
assuming
total of
that-
8,
yeah.
which is a crit fail, and dubious knowledge does not
That's a shame.
proc.
That's a shame. Oh well. I knew that risk going in. I can't complain.
Yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this map so I can get it put away. Except these dudes. These dudes can come with me.
I mean, shit. The dude could be lying. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, none of you checked.
I have a hard time trusting otherworldly beings.
Alrighty. So what would you guys like to do?
As we're leaving, I would like to see if any of the militia are around, including the investigator.
You do see that the militia that came with you are all unconscious in the room that you had left them in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we should leave them behind. I want to.
It doesn't.
I'm just gonna have.
It doesn't take you long
Sorry.
to get them conscious. It is obvious that several of them are sick with the same disease that Paulette is carrying.
Right. Yeah, best to help the ones who are the sickest upstairs and out of the castle.
Message to home. Dab, dab, dab. Met a demon today. Sorry, devil. Scratches out demon.
All right. So is there, now that you guys have stepped away, recovered in your own way, what would you like to do now?
Hey gang. I don't know about any of that. I don't know.
First, I would like to have Derek check in with Investigator Reyes and see how her mental state is doing.
Do you know where she went?
Oh, she's gone.
She fucked off. You don't know where she went after that.
I thought
Like
she was.
she just had a fucking close altercation with Bighorn guy from Legend. She got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Fuck.
Like, if you'd like to look for her, give me a perception or a society check to see if you can figure out where she went.
I mean, I can probably. Yeah, wait, what? What happened to like the Michelin who were in the vault? Like, were they also unconscious and we had to help them?
No, they came to meet up with
Uh,
they came and went to meet up with you guys on your way out, and they said that the vault was clear. What the fuck happened to you guys?
And yeah, it's probably for the best that we fill them in on what happened.
Yeah, she might want to ask her, is there anywhere that you know where we can buy a fleet of paladins for a quick escapade?
What were those rolls, Bachman? Let's see if Derek can find out where she went.
Perception or society?
Let's go with society. That's a +6.
All right. $11. Not a clue.
11 total. Dang.
Not a clue.
Well, wherever she is, I hope she can get better. Fuck, I don't know what to say. That was... I don't think any of us were prepared for what happened there. And yeah, regardless of what we decide to do with the trident, I must admit that, as coincidence would have it, I had received a job to retrieve that trident for a weaponsmith in the city. Maybe we could go and ask him if he knows anything about this devil. It seemed far too big of a coincidence that he would be looking for it at the same time as that thing.
Is that what you're going to do, Derek?
Oh yeah, I was having Derek say that to the party and like see if any of them had a comment on that.
Okay.
I just don't want to associate with that shit. That's all. I don't know. Came here to this country to learn about food, not getting a spear from an ancient ship to save a demon to get him to a different dimension.
That's understandable, okay? I cannot force you to go along in investigating this.
I don't.
I'm kind of with Kay here. Why is this our responsibility now? What are we doing here? Like, this is, I don't know, this is beyond me at the very least. I don't know about the rest of you, but it just seems a little too big, I guess.
You see, I would be more of in line back in my old country is, hey, this is the devil. Good. Let the paladins handle it. See, this is not. This is a little bit.
The
No.
unfortunate thing is that we don't have an order of paladins established here.
It's almost like
I
there aren't
mean-
paladins in the game.
They're
A
champions.
cleric, something.
They're called champions here.
Wow. I understand this is a nation of recreation, but
Something along those lines.
I feel as though dimension hopping ruffians aren't really my speciality, and ones that come from a plane that surely seek no good. Even if his intent is to leave and he spared us, that still does not give me any confidence that he isn't going to later on see us as loose ends and wipe the field as it will. I understand he said he wanted to keep his existence to a minimal, but I see that we possibly do the opposite and spread his name and say, y'all should get on that.
Unfortunately, I am not the type. I do not feel at ease forcing troubles that I stumbled upon onto others. I completely understand if you are.
This is not one that you stumbled into. This is a demon. Sorry, devil.
A devil that is threatening my homeland and through his very existence.
Correct. From my understanding, none of us standing here currently are any match for that creature.
I could take him.
I'm just gonna.
That's
to
Jacob
that, I'm
laughing.
just gonna.
That's Skittle laughing. My bad. I said my real name.
Yeah, to that, I'm just gonna have Derek cast heal on the incredibly wounded Paulette.
Okay. What do you have to? I assume you're just gonna crank as much crank. I assume you're gonna use as much heal as possible on Paulette. How strong is your heal?
Check.
Right now it is. Well, the strongest for a single target is 1d8 plus 8.
Paulette, heal for 16.
Fun.
As a note, Paulette, you do see, as you guys are leaving the castle, you do see that Alistair is sitting on a bench a good distance away and is just watching. But his expression is much grimmer than it was before.
What do you want, old man?
Are you just shouting this at him from across a courtyard or something?
Yes.
Okay. He just gestures to come here.
I walk up. What do you want, old man?
So what did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do? I punched people. We got what we were looking for.
You got what you were looking for, and then you met something that you couldn't stand against. Your strength and your magic meant nothing. So what did you do? You relented. You ran.
Paulette is visibly pissed off. What did you expect me to do, old man? I tried to protect that woman, and I couldn't do anything about it. So would you rather it be you talking to me here right now or talking to a corpse in there?
I would not have
I'm
been...
not happy about I'm not happy about retreating either.
Do you know what the first rule of being a mentor is? Unless it is
Paulette is just
absolutely
visibly too angry to answer.
Unless it is absolutely necessary, you do not get involved in your disciples' fights. You
So
could
what?
have
Are you
won
telling
that
me
fight.
you were there?
You could have won that fight, is what I'm telling you.
How? That man's fucking beard hobbles me.
It did.
And these other chuckle fucks refuse to even lift a finger to help.
I tried.
Please, Alistair, tell me. What was I supposed to do?
If I just tell you, you wouldn't figure out the answer. Predict. Learn. Use the information presented to you, Paulette.
So what? Are you telling me I should have looked at him and preordained that his beard was made out of fucking hentai and I should have just torn it from his stupid face before he could get to the chance to use it?
You should have realized that that was his only weapon. The devil lacks a glaive. The glaive is the most powerful weapon that a bearded devil carries.
So what you're saying is I need to find that glaive.
If you decide to give him that glaive, the fight will be significantly harder. It
I
can
never
still
said
be won.
anything about. The only way I'll be giving him that glaive is through the chest.
Paulette, you're not trained to use a glaive.
Didn't say I would be the one using it, now did I?
And now, you're thinking. Rely on the people that are around you. Put your trust in them. Had the four of you actually fought together, you would have beaten it. Handily, actually. It was expelled from the Hells. It hasn't been able to regain any of its strength. It was weak. It had to rely on a healing staff. It had to rely on a hostage. It had some innate power. It was able to resist some of what you could do. But it was by no definition beyond you. Now, though. Now you have a choice. All of you do. You can leave it to someone else to fix your problem for you. He's looking at Kay as he says this. You can question whether or not it's your duty and just walk away. Looking at Tallow. Or you can do what you're capable of. You can put a stop to a creature. Or you could send him on his way. It is not my place to tell you what the right answer is. But the fact that you have the choice means that you are deciding its fate and potentially the fate of many other people. And that is your next lesson, Paulette. Now, he's going to stand up. I have business I have to attend to. I would not be able to return to see how this little venture of yours is going to go. There are some old friends of yours I need to speak with, Paulette. You are capable of this. The four of you. You are capable of this. And it's not a matter of whether or not you believe you're capable of it. It's whether or not you believe that the people around you are capable of it. Ah. Before I leave, he reaches into his belt and he pulls out a small vial and tosses it towards Paulette.
Hell is this?
The answer of my prediction. And he walks away.
Damn old man.
Though I find his demeanor admittedly irritating, he had a point.
That's his problem. He always has a point.
One that he
I like
always,
him.
let me guess, one that he always intends to poke you in the side with as much as possible.
Always.
You guys should have seen my cooking mentor. Yeah, much nicer than that, man. I'm just kidding.
Actual falsehood. His cooking mentor was Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
It's frozen, you trash panda!
You got hair in my food!
Anyway. How would you guys like to proceed? Oh, Jade, for point of reference, the potion that he gave you is a cure disease potion.
Of course.
I mean...
I'll drink it.
I mean, I see the precedence of going to get this fucking weapon, but it's more about how the fuck do we convince everybody to actually go for this weapon?
Yeah, like I feel like there are some personality clashes that are just inescapable.
I mean, Kay will do it because at this point it's like he wants that thing dead. He doesn't necessarily like look at it like, hey man, this really isn't my cup of tea, but I'll do it because, you know, there's a good chance that this demon might just try to destroy this country or whatever, and I'm here for food, and if I can't learn about food, then there's no point. So I mean, I'll go and get the spear.
Why do you want to save the galaxy? Because I'm one of the idiots who lives in it.
I'm here for food. Also, there's something about some sort of creature from the elf earlier. I don't know.
If you will
I know
put a
Paulette
company
will do
me-
it because she wants to kill she wants to kill the devil.
That was a given.
Yeah.
If you all would
I,
accompany me. Sorry.
I'm trying to see any reason of how we would convince Tallow.
You're all trying to rationale reasons why I should, and I understand.
Paulette, hands in pockets, is gonna walk up right in front of Tallow, looking down at her. Getting within just a few, like less than a few inches away from her. You're coming, aren't you?
You Why would I?
Paulette bends over and gets like right up in her face. 'Cause you liked it. I can tell.
In that very moment, I don't know what it was, but I've never been more scared in my entire life.
And it felt good, didn't it? It felt good to get out of that pristine little chapel you call a home, right? It felt good to feel like your life was being put on the line.
It felt different, I'll give you that.
See, you're coming around.
Never felt my skin crawl in the same way, in that way before.
Can all of you swim?
Not particularly well. Why?
Well, this is a shipwreck, you see, underwater.
It's not underwater.
I mean,
It's not
I
underwater.
can
I don't
certainly
know that.
swim, but I'll probably electrocute you all in the process. Just
Good.
word of warning.
Thankfully, the shipwreck is not underwater from what I was told. It is deep on land.
Ah. How did a
Either way,
shipwreck on land?
by crashing
Against the rocks? No.
against the sand, they do call it beach for a reason.
It's. I guess. Yeah. Wow. Well, we might as well head into town, lick our wounds, and get ready for our departure.
If anyone would like to accompany me to the weaponsmith, I would hope that he has some sort of information for us, particularly why he's looking for the weapon at the same time a devil is.
Fair point.
So who's going with Derek to the weaponsmith?
I like weapons.
I think Talow's time would be better spent at somewhere that could actually enhance her shapeshift abilities.
And my claws are sharp as is.
Okay. So with that in mind, Derek, you're going to head towards the weaponsmith. Keep in mind, it is late at this point
Right.
because the operation was at night, as per
Yeah,
Derek's
yeah.
instruction.
Yeah. Ah, I also forgot that. I'm just gonna have that explained in character as Derek having been thoroughly rattled by just what happened.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. So Derek and Kay, you two will both get to the weapon shop, but it's closed, and you don't know where the guy lives.
It may be best to regroup and head here in the morning.
I also have another question. We didn't book rooms at the inn. Are we sleeping outside?
I've no idea. We'll have to go and see. Let's go find the ladies.
Okay.
Tallow and Paulette, are you two traveling together, or are you doing your own things?
I'll stick with Tallow.
Okay. Tallow, are you actively looking for a place to try and improve your shape-shifting, or are you trying to just come up with something that you think might help?
It's nighttime. I'm just thinking about where I could even go for that. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me... This really doesn't fit under any of your, any of the magical sets. So I want you to roll me either investigation or nature.
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
Which one's invest? Is that just perception?
You rolled a nat 1. It doesn't goddamn matter. That's a crit fail no matter what it is.
That wasn't me.
Oh, that wasn't you?
That
No.
was
That was
me.
Jade.
Oh, that was Jade. Oh, okay. Yes, investigation would just be perception. Sorry.
Perception's better. A 26.
26?
Invest.
As you're just kind of wandering around town, looking at various, like, magical proprietors and training grounds, there's just nothing that seems to fill in for your unique combat abilities. Like watching soldiers go through late night training or just practice, none of it sticks in the same way. The muscle movements don't work for how you fight. They don't work for how you create your weapons. There's nothing that really allows you any kind of benefit to improve your actual shape-shifting ability. As you're kind of wandering around, you start getting distracted. And Paulette's little pet lion. What's his name?
Apollo.
Apollo. Apollo runs off and hunts down a rat.
You.
And like, it's not a clean hunt and kill. The rat starts like trying to fight back. It doesn't do well, but he starts fighting back. As you're watching this, you are struck with inspiration.
Oh.
A lot of the time you've been using your created weapons as weapons. You try to fight with your created blades as if they are a sword, not as if they're a part of you. Paulette made a comment earlier that her claws are sharp enough as is. Perhaps fighting with your own weapons as claws in their own right would prove to be more effective. So because you get a critical success on that roll, because you get a critical success on that roll, I would like you to add a permanent +1 to your attack and damage with any weapon you create.
Ooh.
That's very nice.
As Tallow will get the inspiration to have her strikes and attacks act more animalistic, which will make them A, harder to defend against, and B, actually land a little bit harder since the physics will apply better.
Awesome.
And if you'd like to add a note somewhere, you can call this ability Bestial Inspiration.
Okay.
So with that done, party can take a long rest. Paulette, since you drank that potion, you are no longer suffering from that fever. You are also no longer enfeebled. Vernal fever, that's what it was called. Hit points, if any of you are still missing any hit points at this point still, you do heal up hit points equal to your level times your con modifier.
Nice.
And, yeah. If you guys like, we can end session there for the evening. But if everyone's good to keep going, I do have more prepared.
Unfortunately, I think I might have to stop there for a day.
Alrighty.
Works with me.
And
Alright.
also because I do remember that Jade mentioned having work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. In that case, thank you so much, everybody in the chat, for joining us this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed all these amazing things. I hope you guys here at the table had fun with that session.
Mhm.
That was,
As we
that was definitely something.
as we have finally introduced our villain for the arc.
How funny would it have been if we had kept fighting and just beaten the arc villain there, like Alistair mentioned.
I was not bullshitting when I said that, by the way. That was a very winnable fight for you guys. Because he was actually a
Yeah.
powered down bearded devil, like significantly.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope
mean,
you
even-
know. My ploy was not to get us all to stop, just to get him to let go of his hostage. I fully expected you all to start attacking again as soon as he let go.
No, I was rolling with whatever, but you got the part that hit me was you made me assume he was immune to bludgeoning damage, and that's all I do.
Oh, no, he wasn't immune.
It's incredibly resistant, it seems.
Because he wasn't immune to the bludgeoning damage that Paulette had done. He was resistant to a chunk of it, but that's because resistance in this game isn't a percentage; it's a flat number.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's entirely likely that the straight up bonus would have overwritten that resistance, but it also could have not.
Kay probably could have killed him in 2 turns. No, I'm just gonna throw that shit out there. Kay probably could have killed him in 2 fucking turns because he hits like a goddamn truck. Does this game have immunities? Oh yeah, this game has
I
immunities.
actually
I will.
have to hit though.
That's true. Yeah, his AC is ridiculous. And the
Yeah, which is
only equalizer that he actually had, because he doesn't have his glaive. Because he doesn't have his glaive, his only equalizers are his incredibly absurdly high attack bonus and that healing thing. Whatever the fuck that was about.
Oh yeah, healing staff.
Yeah, he had a healing staff. Not sure where he got that.
Interesting. I wonder where we have also seen a staff go missing.
But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you so much to my wonderful players for tolerating my bullshit for 3 hours.
It was a lot of fun.
Let me find somebody for us to raid out to. Let me see here.
Huh?
Doopa 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 doopa. Trying to find someone I'd actually want to raid.
Shooby-dooba.
Doobie doobie dooba, doobie doobie dooba.
Don't make fun of my thinking noises.
Ba-doop,
I forgot about the fucking trumpet.
Oh, trust me, we will never forget the trumpet.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Yeah, screw it. We're gonna raid Coco.
Hey.
We're gonna raid Coco. She's playing the Devourer. So we're gonna go so ahead. So we're gonna go say hi to Coco. I can't fucking talk.
Fucking words, gamer.
I'm glad now is when my mouth
Words.
decided to stop
Words.
fucking working. I did fine throughout most of the session. As soon as the session's over, duh.
My brain is, dude, my mouth never works.
But anyway,
I was having some trouble towards the beginning there too.
thank you so
Fucking
much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. I forget what the fuck I'm doing tomorrow. What the fuck am I doing tomorrow? Is it just
Monster
Bannerlord?
Hunter. I'm just kidding.
It might be.
I think I'm just doing Bannerlord tomorrow. Because this is the first 6 days, the first 6 stream week I've platted out ever. All right, yeah. Yeah, Bannerlord tomorrow. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow for Bannerlord.
Hey.
Good night,
Take
everybody.
care, guys. Bye.
Let's do it!
Bye.
Hey, change of plans. Coco already raided out, so now I'm trying to find someone else to raid. Just bear with me.